PPT will be given to the students. They will read and they will study it.
Right.
Just you
I'll
explain.
share all the PPTs.
Okay.
Now, a very good evening to all of you. I know you are not feeling like studying on Saturday 8:30 in the evening. That too on the day of Jagadhatri Pujo. Today is Ashtami. But there are few times we need to compromise with the situation. And after compromising, also, we need to be happy. Compromising does not mean we need to be sad and compromise. We need to be happy and compromise. And that's what we are going to read or study today in this harmony in the family. So, Shomobrato, can I have the first slide?
Yes, ma'am. This is the first slide. Can you see it?
No, the second one, the next.
Okay.
Second,
Okay, fine.
second slide.
Okay. So, as we see, every human being, uh, most of you are science students, or you understand what is basically atom, molecule, and an element. So, if we think of us as a human being, we can think human being is the nucleus, then atom is the family, then two or three atoms together form a molecule. That's our society. And many molecules together form an element. And that's what our India is, our country is. Our total nature is made up of that. So, why are we important? Because if any element does not have a nucleus, then what happens? The element does not work properly. Similarly, as a human being, if we are not there properly, we can be here, but we have to be in proper state of mind, and then only our atom, that is the family, works. Then the molecule, many atoms together, many families together forms a society. So the society works, and when many societies together form the country, and maybe the whole world together as an existence, natural existence, the whole existence work. So, as the basic unit of any life, any element, as nucleus is important, so as a basic unit of the nature and the whole existence, we, the human being, are extremely important. Now, you would say, like our or most of the countries, especially India, China, we are over flooded with human being. So where is the problem? Now, we need human being, but we need human being who are mentally and physically can contribute towards making of the family, society, and the nature better. Everyone contributes, but contributing in a positive way so that we can have a better family, a better society, and a better nature makes a major difference. So, the next question is, so how can I, as a human being, contribute to make a positive change in the society? As an human being, we first need ourselves to be happy and contented to make a change in our life also, and also in the life of the people who are in and around us. If you're not happy, if you're sad every time, if you're cribbing, मेरे पास वो नहीं है, मेरे पास ये नहीं है, then can we make others happy? No, we cannot, because we are not satisfied ourselves. We are not happy. So if you are not happy, how can we make others happy? Right? So, the first and foremost thing for any human being is self exploration. Who am I? What am I? What do I want from life? And what can make me happy? You need to question yourself all this. Once you question yourself all this, you will find certain answer. You then need to see whether actually actually what is happening in your life are in alignment with those answers. Maybe one of you, I can see a girl, I don't know who is she, a good looking girl here. Maybe she wanted to be a film actress and her aspiration were in life used to be film actress. But with time, her parents pushed her to study computer science. Now she is studying. It's not that she has left studying, but she is studying with a question mark behind her brain. Like, am I happy? Is this what I wanted in life? Now, this is a very big question, which makes you unhappy, which puts you in distress, which sometimes takes you into depression. And then instead of making any positive change within yourself, in your family, or in a society, you start making negative changes. So, the first thing as youngsters, you should do a very, very well self exploration as what you want in life and have you got it. To get it, what you have to do. And this way, if you take step by step, you can make yourself happy. Now, there are always few things we do not get in life because as human being, we always think अगर मुझे 10 रुपया मिला है तो we think of getting 20 rupees. Once we get 20 rupees, we think of making it 40 rupees. And that is what needed. I'm not telling that's wrong. Because if you do not have aspiration, then how can you live? Then you'll stop your growth. You need to have aspiration. But you should not go into depression if you really do not meet your aspiration. Because what you have achieved, crores of people have not achieved. So, what you have got is what maybe that was destined for you. And that does not mean again you would stop working for it, you would stop dreaming for it, you would stop aspiring for it. So, you will keep on doing all this. At the same time, you should not keep your happiness away from life. You should be happy with what you have got. And you should all, I would request others to be in a mute form. And you should also look for that prosperity. Prosperity does not only mean money or big house or big car. Prosperity is in mind. So, what have you achieved? What your aspiration is, and something moving towards the self actualization. Many of you have studied the motivation, Maslow's motivation theory. Like after your physiological need and your security, you move more towards your mental needs. And on the top, you go for self actualization. So you need to be on that state and look for both. Of course, if you do not have the basic physiological thing, roti, kapra, or makan, you can never be happy. If someone asks you to stay on the road and get only one roti a day throughout 24 hours, you cannot be happy. But if your basic physiological needs are met, your security needs are met, then you should move for a better mental state, which will give you a self-actualization state, which will give you prosperity, right? So happiness and prosperity together, if it exists within you, then you can make a positive change. Now, positive change, you will ask me the next question: where would I make a positive change? The first step towards making a positive change is making a positive. Can Smriti and others be in mute form? Okay, so the next step is you will ask, where would I make the positive change? To whom? Where do I go? I'm not Mamta Banerjee or I'm not Modi. I'm going to make a massive positive change to the people of the state or people of the country. No, you don't have to do that. The positive change initial level we make is with the people around us, and that's our family, our parents, our brother, our sister, maybe our grandmother, maybe our grandfather. Can we have the next slide, please?
Ma'am, this one.
So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, next we have to understand whom we are going to make a positive change to, and that's to the people who are near and dear to me, and that's as I said, whom I consider to be my family. And that does not mean it has to be a blood relation. It can be one of your classmates who is very, very close to you and who you think is your soulmate. So he or she also becomes a part of your family. Family does not only mean the blood relationship. So the next question which comes, can we live in a relationship without understanding that relationship? Now, that is a very, very important question and the important answer. We know we have got a brother, we know we have got a kaka, kaki, chacha, chachi, bua, fufa, and a mama, mummy, a big family. But do I really understand the value of the relationship with my mama ji, with my mami ji, with my chacha ji? Do I take them only as a human being, the body, or just a physical appearance, like he is there, or do I consider the person as a human being? It's not only the physical facility or physical appearance which can make a change. It is the understanding the person, understanding what can I do for him, how can I help him, what does he need from me? All these what which questions have to be answered. Then only you can understand what is the relationship between you and your chacha, or you or with your best friend. And once you understand that, then only you understand what is the exact relationship you have with that person. Can I have the next slide, please? Now, relationship is always between two or more people. Now, here, as the PPT mentions, it's between I, that is you, and others, maybe us. Others can be anyone, as I said. It can be your actual blood related family, or it can be someone who is extremely near and dear to you, who you really understand. So, now, there are feelings in a relationship. Without a feeling, it's just the basic existence. Like I have a mama who stays in Gaon and I've never ever seen him and I don't have any feeling for him. Even if he dies, I go and have chicken outside and I have met him. How can I have feelings for him? So that's not a relationship. Many a time it happens, one of your distant uncle has expired and he's a blood relation, but since you have never met him, you never cried. And someone who is maybe your fruit vendor or maybe your rickshaw wala who is to take you to school every day, he expired, you would not have food for 3 days because because you had a feeling for that person. So without a basic feeling, no relationship exists. Next comes, these feelings can be recognized. These are very, very definite feelings. Now, I'll just go a little off bit before I go to this 9 feelings. Everyone in this universe, we are not gifted to understand. We are not gifted with the ability to understand these emotions. If you can understand others' emotions very well, you will just take it as a blessing by the God, because most of the people do not understand others' feelings. So when you can understand other feelings very well, that is a state which is called, you have high emotional intelligence. You must have heard the word EI and emotional intelligence, which comes after your IQ. So that is we call EQ. So if you have higher EQ or emotional intelligence, you can understand other feelings. Now you can, once you can understand other feelings, you can align your feeling according to their feeling. If you do not understand कि वो बंदा मुझे hate करता है और love करता है या कुछ नहीं करता है, then how will you align your feeling with that person's feeling? So कोई alignment ही नहीं होता है. So the basic thing is understanding others' feelings. Then only the next step comes in. But God is not that good always. Why? There are many people, at least the research says about 20% of the human being existing on earth are emotionless. What do you mean by emotionless? They have their own emotions, but they neither can recognize other emotions.
চিক্কা দেখবি দেখা যায়
কি হচ্ছে বাবা? What happened?
Mute when they are talking with his fellow friends, relationship with family.
So, as I said, 20% of the human being on this earth are emotionless, as they do not understand their own feelings, or they do not understand other feelings also. Now, this is a state which is called, this is treated as one of the mental sickness, which is not treatable by any medicine. Maybe counseling can be done at some point of time. And this state is called, this illness or sickness, whatever you call mental, is called alexithymia. So we are happy. We should be happy. We are not within that 20% of the people. We are within the 80% of the people who can recognize our own feeling. We understand when we are happy. We understand when we uh, college bunk karke, when you go for a movie and we feel happy. We understand that happiness. When किसी का कुछ हो जाता है, maybe I liked a girl and she went away with a boy, I feel sad. So we are blessed. We understand these feelings. So one is the ability, another is whether you can do it or not. Okay, I'll come to that in the next slide. So understanding other feelings. No. Shomobrata, go back to the last slide. Yeah. And
Yes, ma'am.
you understanding the feelings, and then you need to fulfill and evaluate whether by fulfilling, whether you are happy and he's happy also. Because if you are fulfilling from one side and the other person is not fulfilling his or her duty, at one point of time you will see you are not happy anymore, because you are doing, and the others is like a robot. So you will get exhausted mentally. So even if you keep on fulfilling, every step you need to evaluate that mutual happiness. Now, as I said, like in psychology, we refer to 9 different feelings in any relationship. This relationship can be between a mother and son, and between a husband and wife, and maybe as your young people go for relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend, even with a student and a teacher, right? So these are very common 9 emotions or feelings which exists in all relationships. Now, the first and foremost is, which is the foundation value, we call as the trust or vishwas. If you do not have a trust on any people, you really cannot move with the next step. This is like the building block. Most of you have seen how a flat or a house is being made, isn't it? So what we do, we first make the initial state, then we put the diwar like with the walls, then we put the chajja, then we put the other parts. So putting this one step by step, we make a big house, right? Similarly, this is before truly loving a person. That is the ultimate step. We need to one by one build up all these other 8 states so that once you actually be in love, you know that yes, all these other 8 states are completed. And that's only we treat that to be a complete relationship. Now, firstly, as I was saying, the trust is the basic things. Now, if you do not trust your friend also, or the trust the person, forget about friend, trust the person who is sitting beside you in the class, what happens? You do not feel like showing him what you are writing in the class. You do not feel like sharing what is there going on because you do not trust. You will think like ये तो जाके टीचर को बता देगी और ये तो मेरे साथ झगड़ा करेगी. So the basic thing is trusting or विश्वास लाना on the people with whom you think there exists a proper relationship. Next is respect. Now, that is we call in Hindi or Bengali both samman. Now, you might ask here, you people do not ask, but you might ask here, what is samman? Samman is only given to the elder people. Samman is given to parents or maybe teacher or maybe dadaji, dadiji. Why should I samman my friends? That's again a wrong concept. Samman has to be given to even your little brother who is only maybe 5 years old, because samman is something which you when you get back once you give. If you do not give it, you do not get back that. And we love getting samman. So to get back that samman, you need to give samman to all the people uh, uh, with whom you are in a relationship or you want to have a positive relationship, so that that person feels valued, because someone is something which gives a person a very satisfactory feeling, and the person thinks, okay, I am a valued person in the life of Mr. X or Mr. Y. So giving value is very important. Next come affection. That's sneha. So once that value comes, once you have given enough value or someone to someone, then what happens with time? You start feeling an affectionate thing. Like if he is, or if the person is has not have food throughout the day, you what you do? You say, come, share in my tiffin. You didn't have food. That's bad. I'm feeling bad. Come and let's share our tiffin. And that's where this affection starts. You do not give it to everyone. You do not call people from the road and say, did you have food? And you can share my tiffin. We do not do that. We start doing it with people with whom we feel attached, and we feel we have an affection towards that. And with affection, what increases? When affection increases and reaches a level, your caring increases. That's where the caring starts. there's a very, very fine line between affection and care. B- Like care exists even in the lower level of affection, but once you start giving it in a 100%, or once you give uh, affection in a very fulfilled manner, then the care starts, and you start caring for the people. Like even with friends, if this happen, or maybe your mother is sick, you start caring. You ask her 10 times, how are you, are you feeling vomiting, or are you feeling having fever? You ask 10 times, because towards your mother you feel affectionate and care. Similarly, with friends also you do. Once if a friend of yours do not come to the college or university, you feel like, why is he not here? Sure, I should give a call and ask, like, is he well, or something happened to him? So that is this caring stuff which comes. The next step is uh, called guidance, or Vatsalya. Now, Vatsalya here does not only means Vatsalya. Once we talk about Vatsalya, normally in Hindi or Bengali, again, it is something which is done only towards the children, only towards people who are much, much younger to me. But it's not like that. You can guide people who are 20 years elder to you also. If the person does not know something, if the person also eager to learn something, you can guide, and you can make the person learn that new thing. And maybe there's a 20-year-old, not 20-year, I mean 40, you all are maybe 18, 19, or 20. Maybe there's a 40-year-old lady who never cooked, and she does not know learning cooking. So you, if you feel affectionate towards her, if you feel caring towards her, you might one step make her learn cooking. Like ऐसे कीजिए वैसे कीजिए, then you will be able to cook, and then you will be able to stay alone. आप अपना खाना खुद बना के रह सकते हो. You will be able to do that, and that is vatsalya or guidance. And I'm talking about cooking because it's a very, you know, uh, uh, something which is tangible, but there are many, many aspects of life which is intangible. And you can, like, if I'm sad, if I'm stressed, if I'm into depression, if I feel I care that person, I can guide him or her to come out of that depression, right? This is something which is intangible, so it's little hard to understand, like, how can I ask someone to come out of depression? But yes, if you really feel attached to someone, you can very well do that. So you can do it in both tangible things and also in intangible part of life. After that, the sixth step is reverence or shraddha. Again, so Sanman and caring, that is mamta. If that these two are very, very strong in its own place, then with time you start having a reverence towards the person. You start having shraddha towards the person. Next comes the point. I'll just shorten a little bit because it's already 9 o'clock. So next, what we go for is glory or Gaurav. So, why glory? What is glory? Because here the mutual relationship is giving us a feeling of satisfaction and glory. I am feeling, I'm so lucky that he is my friend. I'm so lucky that this gentleman is my father. We always say, na, I'm so lucky that I'm born out of these two, man and woman, who are the best people in this world. And that is glory. You glorify the relationship. So if you feel extremely, proud and glorified, if you feel Gaurav having being in relationship with the person, then the you have almost fulfilled the 80% of the circle. Then come gratitude, Kritagata. Now, gratitude is something which is again extremely important in any part of your life, be it in relationship or be it your every person has the first relationship with himself, one is, as I see here written, self I1 and other self is I2, but the first and the basic relationship you have is I1 with I1 with you yourself, and for that also you have to have gratitude. And of course with I2 you have to have gratitude, like thanking universe, thanking God, thanking the person, like yes, I am very fortunate to have you in my life. Thank you so much. And you thank universe, like yes, I am so fortunate that I have got this person in my life. So that is again I1 and I2. But I would say if you really want to have a very peaceful life with yourself also, always thank universe. Like whatever you have got, you are studying engineering, be pharma or whatever. Thank God, like lakhs and lakhs of people in India never ever get a chance to go till class 10 also. It's not only money. There, even if the parents have money, there are so many hurdles. Many have autism, that physical hurdle, or maybe something happens in the family, or a lack of money. So there are so many things which happen in life which makes a person to not even go till the level of graduation. And here many of us are here, like maybe you belong to a village or a remote place. Maybe your parents do not have that much of money, but bank is helping you, or university is giving you a scholarship, or something or the other. You are getting it, and this we should be thankful to the universe. We have got it, and after that, after you fulfill the whole circle, there comes the love for the person, and love means the circle gets completed. Yes, now you know every step of life with the person, and you can be happily be with the person, right? And love does not mean again romantic love every time. Love, again, as I said, it can be love towards your parents, your friends, your siblings, your teacher, anything, right? But if you, as I said, you cannot love the person if you do not trust the person. You cannot love your teacher if you do not have respect and trust. So these are the basic building blocks. So if you do not have one or two, you cannot jump in nine. And what happens, nowadays, many a relationship fail. We start relationship, and those relationships within 6 months, 1 year fail because we do not have this 1, 2, 3, 4 met before jumping into nine. Can I have the next slide, please? I'll complete. These are the basic 9 steps you should understand. Now there's something about the trust factor here. Now go to the next slide. What is trust? There are a few things which is to be kept in mind before start really trusting a person. That is, first of all, can you do it unconditionally? When we keep conditions with any of this factor 1 to 9, it again fails. That wherever you keep a condition at that level, this whole pyramid of 1 to 9 fails. No? So they should be unconditioned until you get a big, slap from the other end. There you might break it, or you can keep some condition. But till you do not get any slap from the other end, it should be totally unconditional. And it is not that I am trusting a person for only studying, but I do not trust him for other things. It should not be like that also. When you trust someone, trust the person fully. Then only you can receive trust from other end, number one, and you go to the next level of respect. Because if you do not fully trust the person, you cannot have a respect for the person. Now, again, to trust someone, you have to be very, very assured. Yes, this person can be trusted. That is we call ashvasan. Ashvasta, sorry. Ashvasta hona. Okay, we are sure that this person can be trusted. I have checked the person in and out, and I know now that in many conditions the person has helped me unconditionally. So then now I know I can trust the person. So you need to be assured before trusting someone fully, then to have the clarity that the other wants to make me happy and prosperous too. As I said, you go on doing, and you feel after uh, you reach step 7, step 8, and you see the others have not reached the number 1 step also of trust. So every time you need to evaluate and check, like, is the person opposite to you is also looking for the same thing? Whether if you want to make the person happy, is he or she also wants to make you happy, mentally satisfied? If not, then there is some question mark. You might not go into a relationship with them, right? Can we have the next one, please? Now, I'll end with this slide only. Now, there are two things, One is natural acceptance, which is I want to make this person happy. I want to be happy. Like, you want to be happy, you want to make others happy also. But the question again comes where, whether you have the ability to do that. Many a times we fail because we naturally accept that, yes, I want to make someone happy, even I want to be happy. Wait. I'm so sorry, there was a incoming call, that's why. Whatever. So, whether you have the ability to do that, whether you have the competence to be that, or be into that mode, or be into that position. Now, again, I would not go by slide now anymore. I'll just complete it within the next 3-4 minutes. Ability is something which is divided into two things. One, the first is you are given with that ability. What is that? Someone can sing very well without any trainer or something, some guru. Someone can automatically listen to a song and sing very well. Those are the things which are given, God gifted. So everyone is given with some ability. What is the next part? Even if you're not given with the ability, if you try, you can develop it. There are so many singers who, just by practicing, now they are quite a famous one. So here, this ability can be divided into two parts. One is gifted, another is how you manage it yourself, whether by practicing or whether by forcefully inculcating that within yourself. So ability can be developed ultimately. So if you are the person who is in a natural acceptance format, you can develop your ability to trust others. But yes, you need to check things whether if you are trusting, if you're giving everything, your mental, behaviorally, mentally, everything, to trust the person and respect the person, whether you are getting back that in return or not. If not, you question yourself, you question him, and it's better to end that there. Do not go ahead. Now, there are few things which maybe in the family, which in the blood relation family also, where you cannot really end. If your brother is not giving you respect and uh, he's not trusting you, you are trusting and respecting you, will you say, no, you are no more my brother? But mentally, what you have to do, you have to try first. But even after trying, if it does not work, fine enough. The person can be in your home. That does not mean like you have to tell all your secrets, you have to share everything, like you are in love with the person, like your brother, wholeheartedly, because he is not giving back that. So that means, okay, you keep with even staying in the same family, keep a very thin distance with the person so that it does not hurt you as a person in the long run, right? Now, I'll end here, sir. For this, sir.
Hello. Hello,
And
just a
I'll
minute.
end. I'll end
Okay.
here, sir, because it's
Okay.
already
Huh.
9:50.
Am I audible? Okay.
हाँ sir.
So this is it complete now. Today, actually, I'm telling you, all the students, there is actually just before the today is the Jagadhatri Pujo festival is going on. So anyway, it has been late to start. So Adraja has beautifully so many important things that has been discussed and explained by very nicely with example and pertinent examples cited given by Dr. Sujosida Das. So I think she'll be taking another class also. Anyway, so today is actually based on the relationship, how the relationship with the family and other so many components of relationship, and how can be developed, what are the components, emotions, and so many psychological analysis and psychological entities are explained by her. So which is associated with our happiness and uh, 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 our relationship with one with other people who know. So it is actually important in our family, not only family, in our society also, which it tends to get the happiness, real happiness. No. So anyway, she's extremely very nice. So students, those who have joined, I think so many students have not
Sir,
been joined.
there's a student, Amrita Mandal. She has raised her hand.
Okay. Do you have any question? Okay. You can speak. Just unmute and you can speak and madam will explain it. Hello. Hello. Do you have any question? Unmute and speak. Actually, we request some question.
Amrita Mandal, do you have any question to ask? You
Hello.
have raised your hand.
But do you have any query?
No, maybe
Anyway.
she's.
Ma'am, no, ma'am. Actually, my mistake.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Next day, another day, it will be discussion regarding the comments, So feedback will take some feedback from you that I have told. So anyway, because it has been too late anyway, if there any other question regarding the presentation that has been delivered by madam, so then you can ask, otherwise you will end it up. So once again, I am telling you, if you any question, any query, but if you want to add something, then you can do it now. Otherwise, you will end it up. Okay, madam.
Hello, sir. Myself Sukanta Dasgupta, Dean Agriculture Science. I don't have any questions, but I want to convey my sincere thanks to Joshika madam for his nice presentation. He explained everything in a very lucid and distinct way. Thank you, madam, for your nice presentation.
Thank you so much,
Dr. Dasgupta, do you want to add something? Add or explain something you can add. But you can speak whatever the madam has told. If you want to speak
No,
something.
actually, I am learning. It is a totally different subject from my.
We are all learning. Okay.
Thank you, madam, for your nice presentation.
Okay,
thank you so much, sir. It's my honor. Really, I like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. So next time, another announcement is that next class, it will be on Wednesday, okay? That will be taken by Diparupa madam. Okay. So she'll be discussing on that. And next class, I'm telling you, that will be the last class of this third module. Okay. That will be taken by Sujasika madam. The date it will be discussed later on. I request Sujasika, it will be better if you take on Monday. It will be better. Okay. I'll discuss it later on and I'll inform the students, you know. So anyway, let's end up whether we'll end it up. So, madam, hello.
Yes, sir. If no one has any question, we can end it up.
Okay.
And if I'm left with something, I'll explain on the next Sunday. And then I'll explain that part also. Because today it's so late. Everyone must be feeling hungry.
Right. Okay. Okay. Saksar,
Okay.
we'll end it up. We are leaving.
I would like to thank Shomobrato for sparing his
For
time
sharing.
and sharing.
Okay.
Thank you, Shomobrato.
Okay.
It's my honor, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Shakhar, you can end the session.
Saksar or Maji sir, who is present now? Then you can end it up. Stop. We are leaving.
Can't we end as host? I am the host now. How can I